Hey everyone, my name is Jill Ceasar and I am running for school board in the Mars Area School District. So I'm here today to introduce myself and to tell you a little bit about me and the reasons why I chose to run for school board. So a little bit about me first and foremost is I am the mother of 3 fantastic kids who have lived their entire lives in Adams Township. All 3 of my children have gone to or are currently attending Mars schools. My son is a graduate of Mars and he attends the Penn State University, and my daughters are both still at the high school. So my husband Craig and I moved here in 1998, and when we were looking for a home, we chose the Mars area because we wanted our children to attend a school district where it was a smaller community, a smaller school, and we wanted our children to grow up in a community where everyone kind of knew each other and everybody looked out for each other and had a sense of community. That is exactly what this Mars area is like. And I've always said we made such a great choice to move here, making fabulous friends and really enjoying it along the way over the last 21 years. As I said, I have lived here that long, and my husband and I both enjoy the community and have been very active in different things throughout the years with soccer and basketball and baseball and Girl Scouts. And so we've been active and enjoyed our time when our children were little to be able to volunteer and do those things with them. I have spent my entire adult life as an educator. I graduated from Penn State with a degree in elementary and early childhood education. And after graduation, I taught kindergarten and I taught at the Northgate School District. I was able to teach in the primary 8 grades and up to 3rd grade. And that's where I really spent most of my years, teaching there in 3rd grade. While I was there as a teacher, I was lucky enough to be on several different committees for curriculum and other things that I had a lot of interaction with the school board at that time. So we would present to the school board, we would work with them, and it was nice because the school board really wanted the input from the teachers, and they really valued that, since the teachers were the ones with the education and were able to, with the education degrees, and were able to work with them to let them know exactly what we needed, and it was a great experience. So after I worked there, I took a little bit of time off to stay home with my children when they were younger, and I decided to go back when my youngest was in elementary, and I was able to secure the position of the director at my school preschool, which is where all 3 of my children attended preschool. So I've been there since 2011, and I've really enjoyed working there and meeting so many wonderful families that are just starting out and are very excited to get on this journey with their children of school. So that's one of the reasons why I chose to run for school board. I have been thinking about running for a lot of years. Last year, some of you may know that my school preschool had to move out of the building that we were housed in for close to 30 years. So we needed to find a new place, and we needed to find a new place quickly. And we didn't want to let our families down. So the way that my staff and I saw our community pull together for us and help us was very overwhelming and just so touching to me, that I felt like this might be something that I could do to give back to the community, the way that the community gave to us. So that's one of the reasons why I chose to run. As I said, I had been thinking about it for quite a long time, and it just never seemed like it was the right time in my life, and wouldn't be able to give enough time and energy to being on the board. But this fall, my husband and my kids and I all discussed it, and really feel that this is a good time for me to run. I decided this, and I had been planning on running, and I knew Megan Lenz, and we had discussed about me running, and I met the other 3 candidates, the 4 including Megan, and really clicked with everyone and felt like everyone of the 5 of us have the same ideas of things that we want to change. And we all have one common thing for the reasoning why we want to run for school board, and that is our children and other people's children. For me, it's not just about my kids. My kids are growing up and they've really gone through a lot of the school system. But I see my families at the preschool who are excited and nervous and want nothing but the best for their children. And truly, I want nothing but the best for those children as well. I enjoy seeing them for 2 to 3 years and getting to know the families, that a lot of the families we've known for a lot of years there that have gone through. So that's one of the reasons why I decided to join them. The 5 of us all have different political ideals. We believe in different things, but we agree on core things. So for me, I have chosen to run for a couple of main things, and there are things that everyone else in our group has agreed upon. And that number 1 thing is transparency, or I should say the lack of transparency. I believe that it is very important for a school board and a school district to be transparent with families and with taxpayers about where their money is going, why things are being done, why programs are being added, being cut, why things are working the way that they are. There is not enough of that. Number 1 thing being that the school board meetings aren't televised, they aren't taped. They've been asked to be televised and taped for several years, and it's always a no. So most school districts in the area do televise their meetings either live, or they will tape them and place them on their website or on the local television station, like on the Mars station. And that's something I really think that is important. Not everybody can make a Tuesday night meeting, especially when your children are younger and you're running them from activity to activity. There just isn't enough time. And I think that's important so that more people are active and know what exactly is going on. Since I've started this process and let people know that I was running, I've had so many people say, I didn't even know when school board meetings were. I really checked to see if it's going to be online or if the minutes are up. And it takes a long time for those things to be posted on the website. So that's my one reason why I'm running. The other reason would be, and it goes along with the transparency, and that is the fiscal responsibility of our school board. I believe that a lot of things are not done fiscally responsible, or have not been done responsibly for the last several years. And incurring too much debt is not a good thing. We really need to continue the growth of our school district in a manner that is responsible and at the same time attracts people to move to our area. And that is extremely important. If we don't do that, then we are going to see a decline in our housing values and our property values. And that's something that is important to everybody who owns homes or properties in the area. One other thing that I just wanted that has come to my attention in the last couple of weeks is that there are some people out there who are trying to make this election for school board a political election. And while you might say, well, elections are political, traditionally school board elections are not about being a Democrat or Republican and independent. That's why you are able, in the primaries, you're able to cross file on both tickets. There are people out there who are making up stories about the 5 of us and telling a lot of untruths. And that to me just is not, there is no place for that in this community. And that's not what Mars is about. So if you do have questions about us, we really hope that you would ask us outright and not believe stories that people are telling, which to me is extremely disheartening. I felt that in this community, that we are all running for the board. The only agenda the 5 of us have Our only agenda is for the education of our children. Finally, I do want to let you know that if you have any questions, as I said, if you could leave them at the bottom and in the comment section, we'd be happy to try and answer them. We'll also be hosting some more meet and greets, and those will be on our Mars Community Change page. So if you like our page, you'll be able to see and maybe stop out and just hear what we're all about and ask us some questions and get to know us. Finally, I just want to remind you to vote, and the primary is May 21st. It's very important in every single election to get out there, vote, exercise your right to vote and your voice. So that's it for me today. It was a lot about me, and I hope I didn't bore you too much. But if you have any questions, please leave them below. Thanks. I look forward to meeting you.